So I went outside after doing the other video to go back and connect in nature and just reconnect and breathe out some of that energy. And then I started thinking about the children. I started thinking about our children, the children. And yesterday I was watching something, and Michael Jackson, he was basically giving this speech, and he said this was the first time I've ever heard this message from him. And he basically said anything, all the bad stuff that are happening, whether it's in your neighborhood or the biggest wars of the biggest wars in the world, those things have something in common, and that's a child who had a bad childhood, who had their childhood taken away from them. Basically that. And I was just sitting there like, wow. And then so he talked about how that's why he spends so much time around children, and how he watches children because they teach him so much. They teach him about the everlasting place. They teach him about everlasting presence. And I was thinking, and I was just really like, it really touched me, and I was really, really thinking about that before I started this journey in this big way. People who really knew me knew I wanted to build this home for the children because of my own traumas, because I felt like the adults couldn't see me. I had this connection to children, and I wanted to build this place for them because they don't deserve it. They don't deserve any of these things. Like, we adults, we're making these decisions, we're doing all these things, and the children don't deserve any of that. And so when Michael said that, I just sat there and I just like reflected on it. I was just reflecting on it. I was like, our job as the adults, our jobs as the parents of these children, is to bring them closer to themselves, because children are tapping into a level of present, right, that we adults are usually not tapping into because of the fears that we've accumulated over the years. And so kids, they're thinking here in the moment, oh, I'm gonna go run and ride a bike, okay, and I'm done with that, and then I'm gonna do this next, okay. And then they don't really think about tomorrow, or or yesterday. They're like usually here in the moment. And so a lot of the times we tell them, no, don't do that, don't do that, and then we integrate, embed our own fears in them. And so when they also experience that fear, some of us internalize it, and so then we also produce more fear, and then we produce this really big darkness within us and outside of us. And so the more darkness, the more fears were integrated in you, whether they were valid or not valid, are creating darkness in you. And so when we see the children, what we actually want to do is to help them expand, to help them expand their presence. We should be encouraging our children to be themselves more, no matter what that is like, to be themselves more, whether that turns out to be something we've never ever experienced of seeing in this world in a different way. No matter what that looks like, we let them shine their light so that their light can be bright and expand into us, and shine our light, and so we can also expand. When we let the children expand, we expand ourselves too. For a long time, we've been hurting, creating diseases, creating wars, creating all these things, hurting each other. Some of us are done with it. Some of us think, okay, the world's so bad, so let me take control and hurt, and we just keep doing this. And some of us have been trying to push into the light, but then we face fear, and then we internalize it. Like the women, we've been sleeping. Water doesn't tell fire, I'm water, please respect me. I'm water, let me prove you I'm water. The sea never does that. The sea embodies herself as sea. The trees embody themselves. The trees, go outside and look at the trees. They're not running to you telling you, oh, look, I'm here, I provide oxygen, you know, you need me. They don't tell you that. They embody themselves. The sun embodies itself. They're all here reminding you to embody yourself. You're here to expand your light. You're here to expand. And every time we don't expand, pain returns to remind us. Your sickness is due to the fear accumulated in your body, in your mind, and in your spirit. I think I'm showing up this passionate right now because I've really been writing a bunch of articles and I've been speaking about it. But a lot of the time, like I write about it and we still sometimes miss the point, you know? We still do. We still do. And some fears were showing up for me, for myself. Like, are people hearing me? Guys, we can recreate the heaven we forgot. Like, we can all be so present that we change the entire world. Everyone can live, can have food, can experience all the abundance, the love. There's enough for all of us and so much more. But it's through our own fear, our own, I want, the walls I won't expand. So you become the fear. You're supposed to expand the darkness because you're light. You're supposed to expand, but it scared you. You became it. It scared you so much. We have mothers who are sleeping, hurting their children. The children grow up with so much pain. That fear accumulates and spreads. And it's been spreading. And it's been spreading for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. We show up with our own, no, this is bad. No, I just have to. No, I have to do it. I just have to. And you just have to. And so you create more darkness within you, create more darkness around you. We share one consciousness. And this is what a lot of us call God. We share this big consciousness. And that's the present moment. That's where you tap into in your conscious mind. It happens here in the present. We share this. You share this with everything that's around you. This consciousness, this present. This is what Bob Marley meant when he said, one love, one heart. We're literally one. And so if you really want to hurt your brother, you're hurting yourself. If you want to hurt the women, you're hurting yourself. And when the women hurt because they're creators, they're mothers, that fear amplifies even more. And so we've been doing this for millions of years. How long we've been here. Anyways, I just wanted to come and share this because I was really speaking it out loud. I was outside and I was just speaking it so much out loud. I was like, let me just come and share this with the world. So, thank you.